Good Wednesday evening. Not a bad way to end a beautiful day other than the morning. If we just ignore that, then today was great. Still a nice blue sky in the Providence Sky Cam here. We'll take a look at the camera. You can see the windmills churning there in the background, but life is good as we look toward the Point Street Bridge. Now, temperatures also not too bad for this time of year. Most of us still coming down from the 70s. At this point, we're at 72 degrees in Providence, 70 in Smithfield, 72 for both Westerly and Newport. And hey, New Bedford, you're still at 75 degrees. Soak it up, enjoy it. Tomorrow's going to look a little different, and it starts with this. Satellite and radar, if you just look to the bottom corner of the screen, there's the front that brought us that not so pleasant morning. The clouds, a little bit of rain, the mist, the drizzle along the coast, that is long gone. And now we have a relatively cloudless sky. But with that cloudless sky, we get what we call radiational cooling overnight, that and some air coming in from the north, keeping us a lot cooler as we wake up tomorrow morning. Much different than the last two mornings where we were above average. Tomorrow we wake up below average. Most of us in the low 40s. I do think many of us will get to about 40 degrees or so as your low temperature tomorrow. So keep that in mind as you're getting out the door. A sweatshirt or a jacket in the morning, I would say, is a good idea. By the afternoon, though, you might be shedding the layers because we'll be back up into the 60s. 60s, though, not 70s as we get to tomorrow afternoon. It's cooler, not cold. Upper 60s in Woonsocket, looking at 68 degrees there, 69 rather, 67 in Pawtucket, 65 in Providence, 66 as you're heading to Scituate. A little further south on the coast there, we have that southerly flow of air tomorrow afternoon, keeping us a touch cooler in Narragansett. We're in the mid 50s there, low 60s in Hope Valley, looking at 61 degrees. Back into Bristol County, Massachusetts, we're in the upper 60s, a little further north, a little further inland, as we typically tend to be with this type of a pattern here. Attleboro at 67 degrees for tomorrow's high, same in Norton, looking at 64 in Taunton. And finally, for my friends along the south coast, expect a similar situation in the low 60s as we head to areas like Westport, New Bedford, and even out toward Mattapoisett and Acushnet as well. Now, tomorrow's going to be another very comfortable day, not just in terms of temperatures, but in terms of sunshine as well. We'll be in and out of the clouds, but expect a lot of sun, especially as we get to the middle of the day. What we won't be is rainy tomorrow, which honestly, we could actually use some rain. So far this month, we haven't even seen 3 inches, and mind you, today's the last day of the month. We should have hit more than 4 inches of rain by now, and obviously we're not going to get there. That said, as we start the month of May, well, here we go. Rain chances go back up Friday and Saturday especially, and I'm still keeping a chance of an isolated shower in the forecast for Sunday and Monday as well. Let's start with the short term though. As we head through tomorrow night, those clouds increase, and as we head into the very early hours of Friday, not only do we get a couple of showers, but as we get to 4:30, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, I wouldn't be surprised as a warm front comes through if we not only get showers, some pockets of heavy rain, but even a rumble of thunder or two. It's something I'm watching out for there. Now, Friday on the whole, I would say is salvageable. Most of the day after that point stays pretty dry, although I am keeping a shower or two in the forecast. Temperatures in the mid 60s to low 70s. Again, not bad for this time of year. But as we head into the weekend, things stay very unsettled. Not good news for our friends at RIFC. They're going to have a great game anyway. Who are we kidding? But it is their inaugural game at Centerville Bank Stadium. Super exciting, but we are looking out for a shower or two. I have to tell you though, Tiffany and I were there at the stadium today, and I was super impressed because the folks there were already prepared for that chance of rain. We love to see preparedness when it comes to the world of weather and sports. Just fantastic. Again, though, we are keeping a shower or two into the forecast as we move into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday. I know that's not fun to listen to, but it is a very unsettled pattern. And while I think we are mostly dry, a drip or drop can't be counted out.